Hello friends, we are continuing our discussion of gaseous state. Right, so let us discuss some gas laws. Gas law, it is always better that you remember PV equal to nRT. Alright, you must remember PV equal to nRT. Now, gas laws are basically the relation between pressure, volume, and temperature. Between pressure and temperature, or volume and temperature, pressure and volume, by keeping the other factor. Out of these three factors, you have to keep one factor constant. Alright, and then you can relate the other two factors. Okay, so and you should be careful. We always, like when we try to establish the relation between these three, we always keep the amount of gas constant. Means you will always find the statement for a given amount of gas, for a given amount of gas. All right, this will be there always. Means you are keeping number of moles of gas constant. All right, so let us discuss Boyle's law. Boyle's law says, this is Boyle's law. Boyle's law states that at a constant temperature, at a constant temperature, for a given amount of gas at a constant temperature, pressure is inversely proportional to volume. Pressure is inversely proportional to volume. Or from this you can make out P is equal to K into V, K upon V, or you can say PV is equal to constant, or you can also say P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. Alright, and you can solve some numericals based on these relations. Alright, so this is Boyle's law. And now look at the uh, graph. You should be very careful about these graphs. Alright, so first let us discuss this graph. If you want to draw a graph between P and 1 by V, you get a straight line with positive slope. Alright, without intercept. Okay, I'm sorry. Pressure versus 1 by V. If it is pressure versus 1 by V, yes, it is all right, 1 by V. And if it is between pressure and volume, if it is pressure and volume, obviously it is a rectangular hyperbola, because it is inversely proportional. So you get this kind of graph. Pressure is inversely proportional to volume. And since the temperature of the system is constant, obviously they are called isotherm. Iso means same, therm relates to temperature, isotherm. So from this graph, that is P versus V, alright, you get some kind of questions, like you are given these three graphs. Alright, and this is at T1 temperature, this is at T2 temperature, this is at T3 temperature. Means what you are doing, for a given gas, you are drawing a graph between P and V for different temperatures, T1, T2 and T3. And the question is whether T1 is greater than T2, is greater than T3, or it is opposite, or they are all equal. T1 equal to T2 is equal to T3, which is correct. So in such cases, what my suggestion is, just draw a line, straight line, alright, like this, crossing all these curves. And by doing so, what you have kept constant, volume is kept constant. Alright, and now at this point, look at the pressure. This point indicates P1 pressure, this point indicates P2 pressure. Alright, and this point indicates P3 pressure. This is P3, P1, P2 and P3. from the graph you can say P1 is greater than P2, P1 is greater than P2 is greater than P3. Alright, since P1 is greater than P2 is greater than P3, and we know that PV equal to nRT, so volume is kept constant and pressure is directly proportional to temperature. From PV equal to nRT, you can say pressure is directly proportional to temperature, and since P1 is highest and P3 is lowest, similarly you can say T1 is highest and T3 is lowest. Or look at one more case, you try to figure it out. Alright, now suppose we have a graph between P and 1 by V. Alright, and we are given these three lines. This is again T1, T2 and T3. Again the question is same, whether T1 is greater than T2 is greater than T3, or it is opposite, or they are all equal. Alright, so again what will you do? My suggestion is just draw a line like this. Again this point indicates P1, this point, this indicates P2. Alright, P1, P2, and this point indicates P3. So we can say P1 is greater than P2 is greater than P3. Alright, so since again from gas law you can say PV equal to nRT, and 1 by V is constant means V is constant. So pressure is directly proportional to temperature. You can say P1 is highest, so T1 should be the largest one, then T2, then T3. Alright, so you can conclude these things. Now see, suppose you are given, you want to draw a graph between PV and V, or between PV and P. What kind of graphs you get? See, from PV equal to nRT, we can say at a constant temperature, the product of P and V, the product of P and V, PV is equal to nRT. These two are constants for a given amount and for at a given temperature, and R is already a constant. Alright, so what you can say, that the product of pressure and volume, that the product of pressure and volume is constant. So whether you draw a graph between PV and V or PV and P, you get a straight line which is parallel to x-axis. Alright, and from this relation PV is equal to constant, PV is equal to constant, we can also say log of P plus log of V is equal to log of K. Alright, or we can say log of P is equal to minus log of V plus log of K. So now if you draw a graph between log of P and log of V, alright, then you get a negative slope. Alright, then you get a negative slope, and the slope is -1, and the value of intercept is log of K. The value of intercept is log of K. Alright, so these are some relations from Boyle's law. Right, now look at Charles' law. Charles' law, again for a given amount of gas, for a given amount of gas, for a given amount of gas, alright, means N is constant. For a given amount of gas at a constant pressure, give volume is directly proportional to temperature. or you can say V is equal to K into T. Alright, or you can say V1 upon T1 equal to V2 upon T2. Alright, so from there you can make out some numericals, etc. So from V is equal to K into T, if you draw a graph between V and T in Kelvin, you should be very careful. This temperature is in Kelvin. So if you draw a graph between volume and temperature in Kelvin, you get this kind of graph without intercept. You should be very careful. You are getting a graph without intercept, whereas see, from this relation V is equal to K, temperature in Kelvin. Now if you want to convert it in degrees Celsius, you will get V is equal to K, alright, T in degrees Celsius plus 273. That means now you get some value of intercept, alright. So if you draw a graph between volume and temperature in degrees Celsius, you will not get the graph starts from this origin, rather you get this kind of graph, alright, with some intercept. And if you draw like this, here it is minus 273. This point indicates minus 273. Is this okay? Now see, from this relation V is equal to K into T, see, if you have, say suppose you want to draw V by T versus temperature, or V by T versus volume. Again, since V by T is a constant, V by T is a constant, alright, V by T is a constant, the graph you will get is a straight line which are parallel to, without slope, with parallel to x-axis. Alright, V by T versus T, or V by T versus V by T versus T, or V by T versus V, you get a straight line without slope and parallel to x-axis. Now see, if you have a graph like this, it is V versus T, and you have these three straight lines starting from origin, alright, and we are given P1, P2 and P3. Again the question is whether P1 is greater than P2, greater than P3, or equal or opposite. P1 is less than P2 is less than P3, which is correct. Again, my suggestion is like this, draw a line, alright. So by doing so, you are keeping the temperature constant. Now if you look at this point, this is say V1, alright, this point indicates V2 and this point indicates V3. Now from graph you can say this is an increasing direction, so you can say V1 is greater than V2 is greater than V3. So if from PV equal to nRT, you can say, since temperature is constant, pressure and volume, since V1 is greater, alright, since V1 is greater than V1 is greater than V2 is greater than V3, and the product of these two are constant, obviously if V1 is highest, P1 will be smallest. P1 greater than P2 greater than P3, P3 is largest and P3 is smallest, alright, because P is inversely proportional to V. So if you are increasing the volume, pressure is less. This is the V3. V1 is largest volume, so P1 is smallest, and V3 is smallest, so P3 is largest. Alright, so these kind of graphs you can make out, alright, or from V is equal to K into T, alright, or log of V is equal to log of K plus log of T. So you can draw this graph also, log of v and log of t. This kind of graph you get, and this is the intercept. All right, that is log of k is the intercept. So these things you can make out. All right, we will discuss further.